Hello, lovely people. This is Matt. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to do a quick pick a card with just two groups today. I haven't done this ever on my channel before, but I wanted to try something a little more short format. So we're just going to get channeled messages from the divine and see what wants to come through in this shorter reading. These are general messages, of course, and it's going to be more general because we're working with only two groups today. So I just emphasize the fact that it is general and only take what resonates, and please discard anything that does not. These readings are a co-creative experience between the divine, myself, and you. So because, we're all responsible for ourselves. If something does not resonate, you can always go to a different reading. With that said, let's just take a moment to synchronize our energies. And you can tap into the pile that you feel has your messages in it. And we will begin with pile one. Hi there, pile one. So you guys chose the amethyst crystal with the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Tarot. And I did not mention the decks or the crystals in the intro, but we're going by a visual. So, God, Source, Angels, the highest white light, love, and truth for my pile number one. Okay, I'm seeing somebody like in the woods in the winter time collecting sticks or twigs for a fire of some sort. So right now you may be sort of collecting yourself, gathering your resources. This can be energetic as well as material. It's like you're preparing for something. You're preparing to start a proverbial fire energetically. We have the Moon card coming out. The Devil card. Two major arcanas to start off. So we're dealing with some unknown aspects, some shadow aspects. That might be why I'm picking up that sort of preparation stage. The Hierophant, three major arcanas. Wow. The King of Wands. With the World showing up, another major, or no, not the World, the Wheel of Fortune showing up the bottom of the deck, another major arcana coming through here for you. Okay. So let me put a little thing under this. Okay. Some of you guys are dealing with traumas that are associated with like the ways in which you feel like your fire has been inhibited by a masculine energy in a sense. That masculine energy can come through in different ways. It can come through in institutions that have dominated or controlled aspects of your life since childhood. It can represent a parent, any kind of system that you felt was imposed upon you as a child, that you felt trapped in and bound by. And this sort of like created distortions within very fundamental beliefs about life and the world and yourself growing up. Again, this feels like it's from an early age. And because of these beliefs that felt limiting, you felt limited in what you had access to. And so it feels like you tried to reach for certain experiences, emotions, sensations that were kind of through taboo behavior or behaviors that were not necessarily approved of by these institutions that you were part of. Again, this can be taking part in behavior that your parents did not approve of, your guardians, kind of being rebellious in certain ways at school or within, like rebelling against, religious upbringing in some type of way, sort of going the opposite direction. Or, if you were raised super religious, this can look like being attracted towards dark things, and I'm not saying that all dark things are bad to engage with, but for example, somebody who is raised super in a super strict way that may have felt controlling in some capacity. This isn't just religion. This isn't just school. This is just any way in which you felt like a system was imposed upon you, where you were made to feel like your creativity and your fire and your sensuality and how you naturally would have wanted to express yourself. It felt like it was inhibited, and so you may have been drawn to like drugs or substances or sort of like gothic, darker films, music. And that's not to say that that's bad in any way. It's just to say that there was aspects of your personality that had to come through in a way that felt like it was either hyper rebelling against the systems that you were part of, or that was coming through in sort of the unseen, unconscious, hidden ways because it wasn't accepted to be seen outwardly so. And again, there is a masculine sort of presence coming through. So even if these figures or these institutions had women or feminines involved, there was this masculine sense of control and domination and like rules and regulations or structure or something like that. And it feels like the wheel is turning, and you're kind of learning how to come back into your natural power, your natural sense of empowerment and creativity and sensuality and abundance and freedom. It feels like you finally sort of started to get a handle on what that feels like for yourself. But you've definitely been on this journey, and maybe you still are, of exploring sort of your unconscious and the deeper wounds and the deeper programs that sort of are still bound to you in certain ways, and how these systems were affecting you, coming into awareness. Some of you may have anger and resentment as well with this fiery energy of the King of Wands coming up. Some of you may find yourself actually being rageful towards certain aspects of your past, and even certain aspects of yourself that have made you feel limited and trapped. But again, we're having this shifting energy that's destined coming through. So it's like all of this is coming up for a reason, guys. And it's a good thing. It's a positive thing. But I want to get more. So actually, let's get more from this deck to start. Oop, that fell. 9 of Swords. So that's anxiety, fear, concern. I'm getting anxiety energy. So a lot of times when this unconscious, like entrapment energy can come through, this darker energy is sort of like the focus, or kind of finding its way through to express itself. It's like that can also create and attract anxious energy. So some of you may have dealt with anxiety for much of your life, and have been concerned, even if you've felt like you've rebelled. It's like certain parts of you have still held on to this like fear of what other people think about you, or this belief that people are automatically going to disapprove of you. So that creating sort of an anxiety and also an anger towards others, towards the outside world in certain aspects. Take it as it resonates, guys, because certain points of this message will resonate differently for different people. And after shuffling, look what's at the bottom again, still is the Wheel of Fortune. So you're going through this shifting, the wheel is turning, and you're seeing change in your environment, and it's highlighting like this stuff for you guys, which is, uncomfortable, but also helpful. And I think you guys are seeing the helpful nature of this. 4 of Wands, this talks about things sort of stabilizing and balancing out and coming back into harmony, coming back online. Like the Wheel of Fortune, this is like a portal into something new. And this can also have to do with the homes, the home environment. So the home can be involved with all of this energy, or all of this unconscious energy from your past that's coming up can be now currently playing a part in your home situation. Your anxiety can be playing a part in your home situation, and it can sort of be tied into this like anger that was held back towards the world, you know, just the unconscious stuff that's getting. Queen of Wands, more fire energy, so a lot of fire for you guys. Pile one. You guys are very creative, and you guys are very again, sensual beings. You guys want to express yourself in that way. It's just there are balanced ways to express and interface with that, and then there's unhealthy, like shadow, unconscious ways to interact with that. And I think you guys, I'm not here to tell you what's right and wrong, but I'm here to just relay the energy that this might be coming up for you, and you're sort of you know, looking at that, feeling that. It's interesting how we do have a counterpart match coming through here with the King and the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands. This does talk about divine counterpart energy coming through. And we do have the 10 of Cups showing up at the bottom of the deck, which is long-term happy commitment, happy home, happy partnership, happy family. So it does feel like you, Pile One, are on this road of like creating balance and harmony within your relationships, within your life. And so part of that process of like connecting with that is also on the flip side, because everything is a double-edged sword. Everything has two sides to it, the positive and the negative. Every single aspect of your life has that double end, the two sides. So it's like, because now you're interfacing, and I'm going to actually take this 10 of Cups because it's speaking to this situation here. Because you're now beginning to like start to interface with this extremely positive, like connected 1111 on the timer, and this is the 1111 card, Four of Wands, connected partnership energy, frequency. Even if you're not with somebody, it's the energy that you're kind of plugging into around that long-term loving energy. It's like you have to also equally look at and assess the unconscious and the darker aspects and the ways in which you felt controlled and the ways in which you felt anxious, and all of that is also coming up to balance things out so that you can look at that and clear it with love, not judgment, but love and presence, so that you can also invite in this extremely positive, long-term, healthy energy coming through. We do have the Queen of Pentacles showing up at the bottom of the deck. So that tells me that with where you are at right now, it's important to be present with everything that's coming up, not to run away, but again, to be this very safe, protective presence for all of your aspects. You want to be a safe space within your vehicle, within your home, which is your body. 222 on the timer. You want to be a safe space for all of your aspects. So not casting anything out, not exiling any emotions or past experiences, but rather seeing it and embracing it as something that has given you perspective and a gift of contrast, so that you can fully appreciate this incredibly positive, rich, fulfilling, loving, harmonious experience that is coming in for you. In order to have fully been able to like realize that and value that, you've had to experience the opposite of that in other ways. So that's really what's coming through. And again, you're being encouraged and also applauded by your guides for to be present, and for being present with yourself, and for being in your body, and for eating healthy, nourishing foods, and for exercising and moving your body in healthy ways, and for getting enough sleep, and for just taking care of yourself. I think that's really helpful for you guys right now. Okay, I'm going to get a few of these Prism Oracle cards. For my pile number 1, comfort. That's like that Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to actually take that Queen of Pentacles and like put it here because it's relevant. So we have comfort coming through, finding ways in which to make yourself comfortable, not in avoiding the discomfort, but in creating, like I said, creating that safe space for the discomfort to be there. And you have comfort coming in as a result of doing that, more comfort coming in, more balance coming in over the Four of Wands, which is very balanced energy, and this King and Queen of Wands, that's very balanced coming through for you. So again, this process that you're in right now, things that you're feeling coming up, things that you're sensing coming in, manifestation wise, it's all creating balance in your life, more stability, more comfort. There may be frustration coming up with the things in your life that have not felt like a match. So in order to create this and fully create the space for this energy of a perfect match, you're looking at the ways in which things have not been a match. It's just the equal yin and yang aspects of life. Surrender. So you're learning also as well how to surrender to this process, how to allow the toxicity to come up to be purged, and you're allowing the positive things to also come forward and make themselves known as a reality of your path. It's just learning how to accept and embrace all of it and not cast judgment on yourself, not cast shame. But if those things do come up, if judgment and self-criticism and judgment and shame do come up, it's that opportunity to say, why am I doing this? You know, this is hurting myself for me hating myself, or for hating these people, or for hating these parts of my life. It's hurting me, and I can feel that pain, and I can feel that shame and anger and rage, and it's important for me to express that. But at the same time, I am also understanding that that is in the past, and those experiences taught me, added to my awareness, added to my collection of data about being a human, certain aspects of being human, and giving me more of the perspective of what I actually do want in my life. And look, we have death. So these old aspects of you are kind of like dying, shriveling, and falling off of your energy field right now, if that makes sense. And you're learning how to accept and say goodbye to this old version of yourself and to this old reality. So there can be a grieving process there, even for negative things. Yeah, look, sadness, grieving. There may be a grieving process for actually shifting into positive energy. That can actually be uncomfortable when you're so used to sort of other things that feel limiting or toxic in certain ways. Yeah, just have faith in this process that you're in. You're being set up for the long term. All right, so we got that. And now we're going to get a white light oracle card for you. Okay. God, angel, source, the highest white light, love, and truth. For my pile 1, what do they most need to hear right now for where they are in their journey? Okay. Let's look at both of these. We'll look at the bottom and we'll look at this one. I'll read from the book. So we have 38 and 5. So let's look at 5 first, because that's first up. Okay. Queen of the Nagas. A sacred task exists for you to fulfill. It is to be found through connection to your heart. Be open only to those most authentic teachings which prove helpful to your continued spiritual progress and personal freedom. Cleansing your body, mind, heart, and soul will be of particular benefit at this time. Powerful, subtle energies are helping ensure your success. Believe that many positive synchronicities and unexpected allies will rally to support you. So yeah, that's about accepting and embracing healing and spiritual information that can help validate your journey and support your journey, and also allowing your mind, body, and spirit to cleanse, and also nourishing with healthy foods is coming through again. So maybe some of you want to do like a detox. I mean, follow your own intuition and your own body on that. That's a personal choice that you need to make for yourself. But physical detoxing, spiritual detoxing will help kind of allow things to come up and clear more easily, because as above, so below. Physical and spiritual meet and reflect. If you would like to read the rest of this, I'm going to move this back, screenshot it. If you're on your phone, or if you know how to screenshot on your computer. There is a healing process here if you would like to look at that. Okay, and now let's look at number 38, Dvara Patra. Okay. This one says, out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. So I think this is really speaking to that positive energy that you're bringing through here within this process that you're in. So let's get that to focus a little bit, and then we'll screenshot and this. Perfect. All right, pile one. So those are the messages coming through for you currently. Again, this was a shorter reading. I have tons of other longer format readings, and I will, of course, be doing more of those. But I just want to be able to provide smaller messages for those who need them. So thank you guys for connecting. I am doing personal readings at the moment. You can shoot me an email. There's information in the description box about that. And I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you, Pile 1. Bye. Hi there, Pile 2. So you guys chose the Rose Quartz Oval here with the Mystic Mondays Tarot. I know I did not name the tarot or the stone in the intro, but, you know, I'm confident that you just went with the energy and the visual. So, yeah, I wanted to try these shorter format readings where the readings themselves are shorter, and I'm only doing 2 decks, just to give people the option of having shorter messages, and for myself to be able to put out some more information for people who might need to hear it. So, of course, this is a general reading. We're just going to get messages from the divine right now for you, messages that you need to hear specifically. So only take what resonates. Because we're only working with 2 piles, they're going to be more general, but hopefully they will still resonate with your situation. You'll know pretty quickly into the reading whether or not it is for you. And again, we're all responsible for our own realities. So if the messages are not applying, then there's another reading out there for you. But without further ado, let's get into this. God, angels, loved ones, ancestors, ascended masters, the highest white light, love, and truth, let us get information for Pile 2 at this time. What wants to come through for them? Okay, so before I was seeing like the Ace of Swords, and I was seeing the number 4. So there's something about communication coming through, truth coming to light, that's creating more balance and more of a sense of stability. I was also just seeing like a cheetah or a jaguar or something like that, like a jungle cat of some sort. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, I was just seeing jungle cat, and this jungle cat tiger leopard thing came out. That's wild. I'm sorry. That's wild. Okay, so very strong energy with the major arcana coming out for you guys. Wow. You guys are being acknowledged for the strength that you're having in your current situation. The strength of spirit, mind, body, and spirit. It feels like there may be some transitional energy unfolding for you guys right now, and you're stepping sort of like from one reality into another reality. Like the sun is setting on an old reality, and you're kind of walking into, you've been through the night process, and you're kind of walking into the dusk, or what's the dawn. You're walking into the dawn of a new day. And look, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Cups showing up. So some of you might be, you know, connecting energetically or even physically with a love interest of some sort. And because I was feeling that communication, I was feeling like information is coming through that will be creating more clarity and a sense of balance within some sort of like love situation, or just in your love life in general, is coming through here. So very interesting to get that jungle cat energy. That's like that powerful energy, where it's kind of like, you know what you want. You're in charge of like what's coming your way now. Like if something comes your way that's not good, you can just like get it out of your way. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to, you're the predator. And I don't want to say that in a bad way, but you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that empress, emperor, you're the authority, the king of the jungle in a sense, of your own, king of your own jungle, queen of your own jungle. Four of Cups. So in this transitional moment that you may have been experiencing, it's like there have been aspects that you've been observing that have not been what you're wanting. And so there's that sense of like dissatisfaction with certain dynamics around you, certain dynamics within yourself. But this does sort of feel outside of you, things that are not emotionally satisfying you. But then again, with that Ace of Swords, it's kind of like there's something new coming in that's going to shift your perspective, or you are being asked to only focus in on things that you are desiring to experience. So kind of pivoting your focus from the things that you're dissatisfied with and shifting that towards these opportunities that you know. 4 on the timer, there's that 4 energy coming through again, and this is a 4 energy. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, shifting your focus to what you were wanting, even if it's not physically there yet. It feels like it's coming, and it's just you focusing on energy and emotions that feel good are only going to help that come through more efficiently. Okay, that's source. What's that? The 6 of Wands. So you guys, you've been raising your vibration in a very powerful way, and other people are noticing it and recognizing it. Your energy is very powerful, pile 2. So I think that is where some of this dissatisfaction is coming from, because you're recognizing and observing that your own energy is raising in positivity, in awareness, in like self-assurance, self-confidence, self-love, that certain aspects that have been around you previously, it's like you're just seeing the ways in which you've leveled up and how other aspects aren't quite matching up to that just yet. But it's coming because your energy is so powerful. Again, if you just focus sort of outside of the dissatisfaction, even if you're still in a situation where you're dissatisfied, you can still find a perspective that is positive, seeing the opportunity within that situation, seeing the opportunity outside of the situation. It's just looking at open doors and windows as opposed to closed doors and windows. Because once you do that, other people are going to recognize you for all of the work that you've done, all of the spiritual work that you've done, going from one reality, going through a dark night of the soul for some of you, and then moving into sort of a new space that might feel different. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Pile 2, Angels, God's Source. Pile 2, 2 of Wands. Yeah, you guys are in this sort of transitional in between where you're being given this sense of like free will and choice. Okay, what are you going to focus on? Are you going to focus on the negative like what was before in the old reality, or are you going to be conscious and aware and shift your focus to positive feelings, to seeing the bright side even in situations that aren't 100% what you want? What do you want to experience in this lifetime? 6 months down the line, what kind of emotions do you want to be feeling? What kind of experiences do you want to be having? And why? Understanding why you want to feel the way you want to feel. You want to feel alive. You want to feel connected to yourself and to others. You want to feel like people are, like you're sharing what you're here to share. You want to feel stimulated and enriched by your experience. So it's just sort of assessing and looking at like, okay, I've been in this one reality. I kind of want to start shifting and reprioritizing like positivity and travel and adventure, or just having new experiences that match this new version of myself that I've been kind of growing into. As I say, growing into, the Seven of Pentacles shows up, which is all about that growth process that you've been in. And sort of, this is about perfect timing, a season for things to ripen and grow and come into visibility. So this next season that you're moving to, because you're in the in-between now, this next season that's coming forward is going to be very fruitful and it's going to yield the results that are more so a match with what you've been investing in yourself, if that makes sense. So this is really positive in saying that, yeah, it is a process. Yeah, you have had to wait. That's just how it works in the physical dimension. But like, it's worth it, and the manifestations don't go anywhere just because like you are experiencing some of that old energy still, or some things that you're not fully happy with. It's like all of the manifestations, all of the good things, all of the like effects of the work that you've done, it's all there and it's all coming. It's unavoidable. It's just about waiting. Ace of Cups, a beautiful new opening is coming through for you guys, pile 2. Beautiful heart opening, beautiful clarity, beautiful understanding, this fresh energy of like experiencing life in a new way, experiencing life through your heart center, feeling more fully, and the richness of the wide spectrum of amazing emotions that we feel in this life as human beings. That's all coming forward. And because we're having that Two of Cups showing up at the bottom of the deck, this Ace of Cups is confirming some sort of connection, relationship, like that being brought to the next level in your life. Like you're ready for that. You're ready for a partner to fully see you. If you're not with somebody already, you're ready for that union to like, meet you where you are, and meet you at the level of work that you've done on yourself. This person being able to match that and really being a safe space and powerful space for your heart to express its love in a really mutual, equal way. What's this? We have the Eight of Wands. So that's more travel energy coming through for you guys, maybe in the future, maybe connected to some love relationship for some of you. Take that as it resonates. It's not for everybody. But this can also be talking about passion and being swept off your feet and feeling alive and feeling that excitement. 11:11 on the timer. Just that passion for life coming through again, and that movement, things finally moving much faster for you guys after a period of waiting. What's this? Three of Wands, waiting. Yeah, it's like the manifestation is coming in. It's on the horizon and it's coming in, and you can't control. It's like when you're on the cliff and you're seeing a ship coming in to port, you can't control how fast or slow that ship is coming in, because you're on the cliff watching it come in. All you can do is observe the energy and maybe sense the energy coming in and just be patient. That's really it. And take advantage of this kind of in-between phase that you're in to sort of continue learning how to appreciate your own energy and shift your focus and your perspective to, to more positive energies, and realizing how powerful and strong you are, and that you are the master of your own domain. In a sense, you are in charge of like the quality of relationships that come into your life. You are in charge energetically of, it's what you have control over is the quality of energy that is coming in and that you're engaging with. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer as I say that. So you're not in control of how fast or slow the manifestation's coming in, because it is coming in its own, at its own pace. But you're in charge of like, okay, is this for me? Do I connect with this? Is this a reflection of who I am now, or is this a reflection of my past? And just knowing that you're at the you're in the driver's seat here, as far as like what you're allowing to come into your life. Four of Swords, yeah, you've just been in a rest period where you're reflecting, pausing, meditating, being guided to go within and just take it easy before this next wave of manifestations comes in. Because when you're going from one reality and transitioning into a new reality, you have to rest. It's a critical part of the process, and we don't want to hear that. We don't want to rest. We don't want stillness all the time. Sometimes we do. If you're in tune and you're embracing the process and you're surrendering, you do want that rest. You do want that in between phase where you can kind of collect yourself, and get good with yourself, and get good with the universe, and get good with the process that you're in once again. And look, we have the Four of Wands showing up at the bottom of the deck. So that's harmonious, balanced, union, partnership, happy home, happy situation coming through for you guys. Really good, really balanced. I was seeing that 4, and we're having this 4 energy coming through. 4, 4, 4. Wow, 4, 4, 4. So that's like working with your angels, guides to manifest and co-create what you are desiring, which is already happening for you guys. What is this? This is upside down. I don't take reversals, but that's the Chariot. Moving forward. You guys are through this resting period, this in-between phase. The energy is gaining momentum in its own time. It's gaining momentum. This is major arcana, so that's destined energy. It's destined for the energy to pick back up and for things to get going again and open back up in your life. Okay, so now I'm going to get a few Prism Oracle cards for you. I love all the colors that we got going on with these decks. Okay. God, Source, Angels, the highest white light, love, and truth for my pile number 2. What needs to be known right now? Pile number 2. Strength. Strength with strength. Wow. Confirmation of how strong you have been in this process, how strong your guides are just continuing to encourage you to be. And just, it's kind of about learning how to temper any kind of egoic responses, reactions, judgments that come up, any aspects of yourself that aren't going with you into this new reality. It's just about learning how to like love those aspects and, not judge them, but also not let them control you anymore. So that's really good. Sweetness, that above the Ace of Cups, that's that loving, sweet energy that's finally going to come in and anchor and like feel really, really positive and open up the heart space once again. It's coming in, guys. This love is coming in. If you have been in a relationship and you are in a relationship that feels solid and happy, it's only going to get better and deeper and expand and go to new spiritual and emotional depths that maybe felt inhibited before in a certain way. But this is just about new awareness of greater and deeper love showing up here. Determination. You guys have a very powerful energy, very determined energy. I think maybe sometimes when you're determined to create a better reality for yourself, that rest period can be a little bit frustrating. But if you really are truly determined to like come to the other side of this whole journey and ending of a cycle that you've been on, it's like you'll be determined to be able to just surrender and rest and pause and allow and see the fruit and the opportunity in this in-between moment that some of you may be experiencing. Cleanse, and it's an opportunity to cleanse your energy, your aura, your auric field, cleanse any of that old mentality out of your orbit, clearing your psychic fields, nourishing your body, cleansing, detoxing your body, doing water rituals where when you shower or take baths, bathe, just cleansing your aura, saying affirmations like, you know, I call all parts of myself back into my body. I wipe clean any programs, beliefs, attachments, thought forms, entities, parasites, anything outside of me that does not originate from my soul and what my soul wants, and anything that is not in support of my highest path moving forward, I cleanse and clear. You can call upon Archangel Michael to help clean that, cleanse that. You can call in Archangel Raphael to come through and heal and nourish and support your heart space in that cleansing process. And for some of you, we have isolation showing up at the bottom of the deck. Some of you have been experiencing isolation sort of before this new wave of heart-centered energy is coming through. It's like you've had to experience this sort of alone period, but it's allowed you to grow, guys. This period is, you've grown so much in this process that you've been in. So it's like, be proud of yourself. Be proud of everything that you've been experiencing and realizing, and you're only viewing a reading like this because you're welcoming in this type of information. And so you are receptive, because if you were not receptive, you wouldn't be getting these types of confirmational validating messages. So it's really an aspect of you that's validating yourself, really. All right, God, let's get a couple oracle cards to close out this reading for pile 2. Pile 2, final messages. Okay. So, whoa, Nelly. Sorry. All right, we're going to look at these. So we have 21 and 2. I'm going to look at 2 first because that is first in the book. Okay. Cupio Dissolvi. It says, it is time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and is leading you on a soul healing journey and the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution, but you must let go and allow it to happen. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. Yeah, and then I'm just seeing at the top here, it says you do not need to be in control in order to be safe and have things work out in the best possible way. So I'm going to move this back, and I invite you to take a screenshot of it, either with your computer if you know how to do that, or on your phone if you're watching on your phone. And there's going to be a little healing ritual process. Screenshot. Okay, now let's look at number 21. Seraph of 963 hertz, guys. Let's see. It says, practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. I feel like these messages are very confirmational. So I'm just going to bring this back, and you can do the same thing you did with the first one. Because it's nice to be able to screenshot this and then have it in your phone or whatever to be able to just read. or you don't have to, but it's just there for those who want to. Okay, and then let's actually see what's at the bottom of the deck. Sometimes those have good messages. Alabaster Tablet of Layla, 41. Let's take a quick look at that. Okay. It says, you are remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into greater awareness and an understanding of your highest life purpose. And an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. Here's that one. Sorry, let's get the focus right. Okay, and then that. Cool. Guys, I hope you liked this shorter format of reading. I'm just testing it out, you know. I'm doing 2 piles in this video, and I might try to do more piles that are shorter. I'm just learning different styles of reading, which is fun. So if you would like me to help you guys out and assist with personal readings, I am doing those currently. You can shoot me an email. There's information about all of that in the description box below. If you did resonate with this reading, I would love for you to share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys so much for connecting, and hope to see you guys in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye.